Remote viewing what nature giants were moving, rods and staffs, November 22, 2022. The tall giants with the 6 fingers and toes that woke up from the natural hibernation stasis under the cavern systems in Lebanon, Iraq, and Iran can get up to 14 feet tall. They are telepathic, so they communicate with each other through telepathy. They live and work in groups. Since the environmental climates were becoming warmer in the regions where these giants were in hibernation, they started to wake up due to the climate changing. Remote viewing shows that the giants have rods and staffs that can interact with nature, being able to bring forth water from a stone, create electrical currents, bring down or remove diseases, part the ocean and the waters. These rods and staffs can undo corrupted DNA lineages and can clean up genetic DNA deviations created by interfering species, reversing genetic engineering of genomes in various beings, as well as removing energetically the godlike beings that are no longer supposed to be on Earth anymore. The rods will reboot their genetics back to their origins of their own planets and realms, and will remove them from the Earth, sending them back where they belong in their own timelines. These rods are similar to what Moses and Aaron had in the ancient past. These types of giants are connected to nature and the living essence of the planetary systems. They are not the protectorate Anunnaki giants. These are two separate species. The nature-connected giants were moving around the rod that they have so it would not get into military possession and be put into one of the black vaults or misused to modify the natural balance of living ecosystems on Earth. There is already enough weather modification technologies being misappropriated from the wrong means, for the wrong means on this planet. These nature-based giants do not want the rod being misused for nefarious purposes. This is what some of these giants look like. There's even been newspaper articles in the past of giants holding rods or staffs in their hands. And this is what some of these rods and staffs look like. These are just image representations. Some of them are wood, some of them are metal, some of them are energy based. There's different types of rods and staffs. And this is the staff of Moses that Moses used to part the seas. And it's energy-based rods and staffs that can change nature elements, literally. Can harness the energy from nature and move things around, shift things energetically, like the ocean, parting the ocean. And here is Jenny Lee's remote viewing of the 6-fingered giants from September 13th, 2021. This is a synopsis of the remote viewing. There are 5 giants underneath Lebanon, which started in Turkey all the way to Iran underneath the crust of the rock, moving an item. Its destination is Afghanistan with the 5 of them giants. This is an unhuman source that they protect. The map is the areas for which it has traveled and the terrain that we are not supposed to be here on this timeline. These giants will surface to the crust. So that's her little brief synopsis of the remote viewing that she did September 13th, 2021. And we had seen this on the Michael Jaco show that is publicly posted. And this is the map. This is Kerman, Turkey, going all the way to Lebanon. See, this is like, it's a long way to go where these giants were traveling. That's the map of Turkey going to Lebanon, where the giants were remote viewed. And they were moving around. They were moving this rod around so it wouldn't get into the wrong hands. And this is the map that Jenny Lee had originally drawn in the remote viewing, and she circled it that they're going to Lebanon and they're going to Afghanistan. So all the way from Karaman, Turkey to Lebanon to Iraq, Iran. That's where these giants, they were waking up and moving around, moving this rod-like device. So map of where giants are waking up, Iraq, Iran, moving around from Turkey all the way to Iraq, Iran. Wow. This image was from July 15th, 2021. And this is what these giants look like with this rod device being moved around. Giants with 6 fingers and toes. This was drawn in August 13th, 2021. And the work is done by the artwork by Jenny Lee, who's a psychic and remote viewer. And we collaborated on this project together. And I did a separate remote viewing of these giants to have a look myself. These rods do exist, and this is ancient technology that's here on Earth. Thank you so much, and namaste.